Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning here anyways in the great Northwest. I want to talk about Savatage. Probably my favorite all-time metal band, and the guitarist Criss Oliva. What we have here are 11 Savatage riffs you've got to know. And these are all from the Criss Oliva era. These are what I think are representative of some of Chris's best guitar riff work. Now, Criss, I think he was a pioneer in many ways, where he took influence from guys like Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, and probably some of the other guitarists of the day like Van Halen and Randy Rhoads, and he kind of mixed them all together and had a very almost kind of sinister rhythm guitar style. Where one of the things that you'll notice in many of these riffs is sliding octaves. So you have things like where you're not playing a full power chord, you're just playing two notes. And oftentimes he's sliding them around, which is really cool. And you know, if you're a songwriter, you might take some of these ideas and apply them to your own riffs. My band, I've got a metal band called Firewolf, and we've got 2 albums out. And Criss is one of my favorite guys, one of my top influences for songwriting. And I've tried to incorporate some of these octave ideas and some of the Firewolf riffs as well. So what I try to do is pick the best, coolest riffs like Holocaust and Sirens, Power of the Night. They just grab you right away. One that you might not be that familiar with is Fountain of Youth, which is on the Power of the Night record. What a killer riff that is. So you're going to find that one coming up in these riffs, but that's about it. So let's get cracking. Riff number 1 coming at you. One other thing I wanted to say real quick is that to keep the length of this video somewhat down, they always seem to run between 10 and 20 minutes, even without a bunch of talking. I'm just going to play the riffs from here on out at normal speed and slow. And you'll find the tab in the description below, like I said before. So hopefully there won't be too many issues as far as figuring out where to put your fingers and how to play this stuff. As always, make sure you refer to the original recordings and make sure you're in tune and using the right tuning so these sound correct. Also, there are a couple riffs where I had to make an educated guess. The chorus on Sirens, there's a little part where it sounds like Criss was adding a couple notes to the riff occasionally. Live, they tended to simplify it seems like, but without actually being able to see any footage of that and to see how Criss did it, I kind of had to make an educated guess as to what those extra notes were. I've heard other people play this riff live after Criss departed, and they just simplified the whole thing. Alex Skolnick, Chris Caffer, you can kind of hear a simplified version. So on the tab, I presented the simplified version, which sounds great, or I presented one alternative. Thorazine Shuffle is another one where it's hard to hear. There's some overdubs going on a couple of the single note lines at the end of the riff, specifically over the D minor chord that's in the riff. But it sounds very close to me, and I think if you play it the way it's written, the way I've got it tabbed for you, you're going to be pretty happy. Feel free, though, to make any adjustments, or if you yourself know a better way to play these riffs, I'd love to see it. Okay, so that's enough. of that, please subscribe to this channel if you like Savatage and bands like Dokken and Yngwie, Queensryche. That stuff's right up my alley, and although a lot of my material is lead guitar based, I do love to do these riff lessons as well, because it's so important and foundational to heavy metal songwriting, and they're just fun as hell to play. So give me a like and subscribe, and please share this video with any other Savatage friends you might have, and let's get rocking. Right on. So badass. I love this riff. Savatage! Criss Oliva! Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you like it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, rock on. Hey friends, I have created for you a free 25-page ebook called Sweet Picking Fire Boot Camp. And it's filled with a bunch of killer exercises, loopable types of things, as well as a full chapter on theory, a jam track, and video, audio, and tab, plus guitar profiles for everything. And it's yours for absolutely free. Just go to the link below and check it out. It's my gift to you. Rock on.